Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Squeaking. Squeaky chair. My chair is not squeaking. Oh, you're not, Paul.
I heard your chair squeaking all the way up front.
Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Why is it not squeaking?
You squeaked it out. You just squeaked it like 30 times and now it's done.
How is there a running out of squeak? That's not right. I want drone. I like drones. Hey everybody, how's it going? So here we've got an A1466 that's not turning on. I suspect liquid damage. Let's take a look on the inside and see what's wrong with it. Here we've got the MacBook Air. Look at it. It's a MacBook. Ugh, disgusting. Can you imagine that people use these things by choice? Ugh. I don't know, Wayne. I have to plan it. I wonder if Jessa Jones is here. Actually, I bet I could call Jessa Jones. But Jessa Jones has a cell phone that she never answers. So that may be difficult. Let's see if Jessa Jones answers her unanswerable cell phone.
Hello.
Wow, how are you, Jessa?
I'm on a boat. I'm at Ellis Island. No wait, I'm at what island is this? Yeah, I'm at Ellis Island.
What are you
My
doing in a
imagery.
tourist trap?
Huh?
What are you doing at a tourist trap?
Oh my God, this tourist trap is so big. I am wearing an I Heart New York shirt with a foam Statue of Liberty hat, and there are so many people that I just crushed in with all these strangers around me, and I just make a lot of jokes, and it's pretty fun. Total tourist trap. Never do it.
Yikes. You should come ride an illegal electric bicycle.
Yeah, well,
Are those your kids with you?
Yeah, it's my
Have-
sister and Betsy and Maisie.
Oh, have them come and ride the illegal electric bicycle. It'll be fun.
Well, Betsy and Maisie don't know how to ride it.
Well, there's only one way to learn, which is to try it, right?
We did. I want to teach them on a tandem bike that you can rent in Central Park.
Yeah, but those don't have a motor.
Well, you know, you do what you can. I'm talking to my friend Lewis.
Hello, Junior Jessa.
What? You want to go sit there? I think it's fun to stand right here. There are so many. Did you hear you could Uber from JFK in a helicopter?
I didn't see that, but that sounds expensive, and I bet it's slower than Bafang.
Well, you can't really park at Bafang at the airport. But,
Did you take the helicopter?
All day long.
Did you take the helicopter, Jessa?
No, I didn't take the helicopter.
I know you took the helicopter. I know there's a reason you know about that option.
I saw it. We do not wish to visit Ellis Island because there's way too many goddamn people here.
Yeah, once I get to 2 million subscribers, maybe I'll be able to get a helicopter.
I think that you should come out here and just be like, start counting people, and this is exactly what you should do. You should wait in the hour and a half long line like we did to get on the statue cruise, and then drive around with less than 1 million people. I'm looking at thousands of people, but it's not 1 million people, and just have the experience looking at so many people and thinking, this is less than the 1 million subscribers on my channel. That would be a cool thing to do.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's so many people. It's just like you just want to kill yourself. And nobody here. And I bet that there's not a single person here. Let me see if anybody's smiling. Nope. I don't see anybody here that looks like they're at all having a good time, except for me and Cassie. Do you see anybody here that looks like they're having a good time, except for us? Look around. And Betsy and Maisie. Betsy and Maisie, because they have found 6 pigtail holders that they made into a snake, and they're like, oh, we're having fun. So.
By the way, Jessa, say hello to my new iPhone data person.
Oh, hello.
Hi, new person.
Hi.
We stole him from a franchise.
Oh, fantastic. Because franchises are known for doing great at iPhone data.
Yeah, that's... All right, I'm going to cut you off. I just wanted to see if you were in the area. You should stop by later. I'd love to teach Betsy and Maisie how to ride a Bafang.
Well, we are going to go to the next tourist trap. Everybody's tired. We need to, do nothing for an hour. But we're going to go to the top of the rock at 6:05.
Jesus Christ.
After that, we don't have any plans. So let's, meet up somewhere for dinner. We don't have any plans
All right.
after that. And we don't have any plans for tomorrow either.
All right, when do you go back to No Man's Land?
I'm going back on Monday.
All right, so we'll have Sunday. So maybe I'll see you tonight and tomorrow. Let me know when you're done with the tourist trap shit.
Okay.
All right,
Will
I'll
do.
talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, that was Jessa Jones, everybody. So as you can see, we don't have a green light in the charger, same as the last one. So now we're going to try the same strategy that we employed last time. Influencer. No luck. All right, so what's going on with this machine? So in the last video, we explained that you need a PP342_G3 out to get a one-wire circuit, because that is going to be what allows the charger to speak to the SMC, but also you need the SMC to turn on, and this is the chip that's responsible for turning the SMC on. So let's go over why this is important, that this is corroded. Let's show this. Congrats for the 1 million from Switzerland, and as a compensation for my ad block. Thank you very much, man from Switzerland. I highly appreciate that. Hope everything's going well for you in Europe, where they spell words like color with a U, and favor with a U. Color. Color. Now, let's take a look at what U5110 does. What does U5110 do, and why is it important in a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro? This is a chip that's responsible for the SMC reset signal. Now, remember, PP3v42_G3 hot is the first rail on any of the machines that we work at. It has to be the first one that shows up because it's what turns the charger on, and it's what turns the SMC on. Now, it's going to take maybe 100 milliseconds or so for the rail to get stabilized. You're going to put 18 volts into the machine. It's got to go flow through everything, and then it has to get to that chip. And that chip may put out 2 volts in the beginning, 1 volt. It's not going to put out 3 volts immediately. It's going to go rink or rink. Check out the Sennheiser XSWD. Doesn't use RF. I will do Sennheiser, but I was explaining something. I'm going to forget that now. Let's see. Sennheiser XSWD. What is that? It is a microphone. A lavalier. Oh, ew. Lavalier. Yeah. Or is this just a normal wireless thing? Is my mic fucked up? Congrats on 1 million coincidentally on my birthday. Cool. This is plug and play digital wireless. Interesting. Well, hopefully this thing's not making noise anymore, because if I got this thing to stop making noise, then I don't have to worry about this. Can somebody please ban on this unbelievable dude who keeps spamming my chat? What? Mods! Mods! If you want something done right. Okay. So, back to this. Now, it's not going to jump up to, right to 3.42 volts immediately. It may go 2 volts, 3.42, or 17, 8, 6, 3.42. It's not going to get there immediately. So what happens if the SMC tries to turn on as a chip before it has a stable 3.42 volts? Maybe it tries to turn on at 1 volt, or 2 volts, or 4 volts, or 5 volts. It's going to crash. You don't want that. So you want the SMC to turn on after PP3v42_G3 hot has stabilized. So let's go over that a little bit. So if we take a look over here, this is responsible for a signal called SMC_reset_L. This is a signal that's always going to be present as long as PP3v42_G3 hot is present. Because we got a pull-up resistor here, a 100 kilo ohm pull-up resistor that's responsible for that signal being there all the time. Now remember, SMC_reset_L. The _L means that signal is going to be considered present when the voltage is low. So when that voltage is 0 volts to 0.5 volts, SMC reset will be asserted. That means that the way this works is when the SMC sees low voltage there, it'll assume I need to be reset in STFU. Whereas when there's a high voltage there, it won't be reset and it can turn on. This is very similar to the reset button on your desktop PC. So if you build a desktop PC and you hold down the reset button, it's going to be in kind of purgatory. The machine's, let's say you're watching my stream right now and you hold down the reset button, it's not going to turn off, but it's going to be on and not doing anything either. And that's the same idea here. So this chip is going to pull that down and make sure the SMC stays reset until PP3v42_G3 hot has stabilized. That's what it does. Now, we're going to see if we can fix this by removing a tiny bit of corrosion. Where's Mrs. Rossman? Also catnip for the cats. No Mrs. Rossman. Now, let's see if this is something that can be fixed as cheaply and easily as a little bit of flux. Don't expect my life to be 110% no work as an influencer, but we'll see. See what we can do here. Obviously, we unplug power before we do this, because if power were plugged in right now, that would be very, very bad. Move that corrosion. And still dead. So this board is actually going to require a little bit of work, and dare I say it, we may have to use our brain. What camera are you using for your headshots? This is an NEX EA50, which is really overkill because I don't know how to use 90% of the stuff on it. I just got it because it has the has a decent mic preamp built in, and I figured that would be useful for when I travel. So when I don't travel often, but when I recorded 2 of those right to repair hearings, or the legislature stuff upstate at Albany and also in Nebraska, I was going to be plugging into their setup, and their setup, like, I don't know, am I going to get a mic out? Am I going to get a line out? I also don't want to deal with audio sync or a separate device. I just like being able to plug straight into this. Excuse me. If it's hard, pass it to Paul. He won't know. Perhaps. I need some air exchange in here. Open the window, get the fan on. Yeah, intake and exhaust. I washed my glove. Thank you, Lucas. Well then. Congratulations on the mill. Thank you. Hi. A video? Oh, I just put it in the to edit folder. favorite screwdriver manufacturer is Weha. Wera for the T5s, T6s, Weha for the Pentalobes, and the Philips 000. Yes, you are, because the little Bluetooth dongle I have that allows me to connect to the little Bluetooth thing I have for the amp so everybody in the office can switch the speakers on my desktop is so bad that it disconnects every now and then, so I have no desktop audio. Will there be a 1 million sub party today? No, probably tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. Okay. Well, this would explain the lack of green light. Anel is doing better. He's driving himself nuts with not having much to do at home. He's not used to being bedridden. Don't want to ask him to come back too soon, but I think that him not being here is actually worse for him than him being here because he's driving himself crazy with boredom. You could tell that some of this got onto the SMC as well because you got this little green thing over here. See that? So I'm not reflowing anything just yet. Congrats on 1 million subs. Thank you very much to Rob Brown. Wow, thank you. I destroy your bot and you give me $5. I deserve nothing. I deserve negative. Okay. I'm just going to take this one off of here. Did the Microscope company get back to you? Yeah, they're not exactly all for that whole influencer thing. They're most likely they use the word borrow. So I don't think I'm big enough yet to be an influencer. Because my idea was we could do a piece on how the vision engineering microscopes are more comfortable and show you, or not just more comfortable, but more healthy for you ergonomically by showing you, how somebody who's recovering from injury uses them and what it feels like for them because Anel is recovering from a back injury. The thing is, I'd actually buy the thing, but the camera sucks. I would pay full price for a Mantis. No joke, I would. It's just the camera on it is useless, so I can't use it for streaming. So I'd only have use for it if I can get it for free. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a real influencer. If I were a real influencer, I'd be able to walk in there and say, "Don't you want exposure to 1 million people who could potentially buy your product? I'll use that microscope if you give me one for nothing. And I'll use it in every stream and link to it." I'm no influencer. I'm a hack influencer. Alright, let's see if SMC reset is stuck low or high. SMC reset L is going to be present right over here on this resistor. This resistor right here. It's 3.3. 3.3 on SMC reset. That means the most likely cause of this board not working is a bad SMC. Because that SMC had corrosion nearby it. Which means that SMC needs to be replaced. And I know somebody who loves replacing SMCs. Yep. I know somebody that loves replacing SMCs. You may see them on the stream later today. Bye-bye.